City Lodge reported that revenue for the 6 months to December increased by 9% to 443.3 million rand from higher occupancy levels and the opening of 2 new hotels. The company plans to expand its African footprint by opening a 106-room town lodge in Botswana at the end of the year. The group declared an interim dividend of 135 cents. Gerbrand, we're starting with you this time around. This is a company that's recovering from the hangover around the 2010 Soccer World Cup and trying to get those occupancies up again. When I saw the improved occupancy levels, I thought, okay, let me watch this figure. Then I saw it was from 59% to 60%. It doesn't talk about a total recovery. To me, what about you?
Yeah, certainly. I think that it's long-term planning with this specific industry. They got a great model. They've shown that over the years, but this is still low occupancy rates for them. You're seeing that they probably overexpanded with the Soccer World Cup days. The occupancy rates before that, I think, was in the vicinity of about 75%.
Right.
So it's still not back to where they were. But this company is very well managed. If you look at them managing costs, etc., it's probably one of the best management teams on that specific share. It's, if you look at what they've also announced today, is that they've actually kept the utilities bill only, I think, about 17% higher. So they put in some savings there. It was supposed to be in the mid-30s or something.
Yeah.
So they're doing a brilliant job. It is the right offering for business lines as well. And yeah, it's just a bit expensive at the moment.
Especially in this environment, especially when you consider, Byron, the fact that we've got Europe with a bigger hangover than all of us, that big debt problem there and keeping people at home and austerity measures and everything else that's been thrown in. So should we not celebrate a move from 59 to 60%?
I think, you know, it's been a dip. So we're seeing an end to the dip, hopefully. We have seen that things don't seem that bad in the developed markets. Yes, Europe is still going to have a lot of turmoil going forward, but the US is still growing. And as South Africa being the gateway to Africa, I still think there's a lot of potential with regards to business travel, especially coming to South Africa.
Yeah.
With regards to valuations, you know, they do look expensive on a PE basis. But at the end of every year, the management give their consensus on what they value the property, because they own most of the hotels as well. And then they didn't mention it in this earnings release, but at the end of last year, they valued their properties at about 3.6 billion rand. Now, the market cap of the entire company is 3.1 billion rand. So you're actually getting those properties at a discount. So yes, they look expensive on an earnings basis, but if they had you know, the likes of a Redefine come in and want to buy the whole company, it's definitely going to be at a premium to the share price. So I think that's what underpins the share price at this stage. And we saw that the numbers were taken extremely well. The stock was up 5% today.
Absolutely, 5.5%. That's what I was going to say and ask you what the market is buying into, but very quickly.
Yeah, I think it's that. I think it's the property underpin.
Right.
I've heard via the grapevine that in Africa the hotel business is extremely lucrative. There's a lot of red tape, so it's difficult to get involved. But once you're there, there's not a lot of competition and the prices are extremely elevated. You know, City Lodge almost like the Mr. Price of the hotel sector. You know exactly what you're going to get. It's good value for money, and you're always, you know, you're always pleasantly surprised. So I think that occupancies will start increasing. There's a lot of potential up in Africa, and then again, you're always underpinned by that property assets, and they pay a great dividend, you know, while you're sitting, holding and waiting.
Absolutely, it's 3.3% on a trailing basis. So for you, hot or not?
I'm hot on City Lodge.
Absolutely hot on City Lodge.
I'm going to go not hot. The dividend yield of 3% for a property or hotel company is just too low for me.
Gerbrand, not hot.